back, everybody. My next guest tonight is an Emmy and Peabody Award-winning director whose latest documentary is the Vietnam War. Please welcome Ken Burns. Hey, good to see you.
Thank you.
Come on up. There you go, Ken. Good to see you again.
Nice to see you.
Now, I have seen the first 2 episodes of this so far, but I'm about 3 hours in then, and it is one of the most powerful documents I've ever seen. Of course, I grew up in the shadow of the Vietnam War because I remember the end of it.
Right.
But the complexity of that war, before the United States was even involved, before 1959, what we were stepping into as a country, I was completely unaware. However complicated I thought it was, I was not prepared at all for what a tangle it was. What surprised you about what you learned about this story?
Everything, every day working on this for 10 years surprised us. I thought I knew something about it. I lived through it. I lived on a college campus against the war. I had a high draft number. It was an amazing period, and I went in thinking, finally a subject I know something about. And Lynn Novick and I started working on this, and we realized how little we knew. The first episode is called Deja Vu because of the hundreds, literally hundreds of things that happened to the French that we could have taken as kind of warning symbol, you know, like bridge out 3 miles, bridge out 2 miles, wait, barricade through, and then suddenly like a cartoon in the middle of the air going, hey, how did we get here? And that's Vietnam at the very beginning.
Now, you said just a moment ago that you had a high draft number.
Right.
Now, for young people out here who don't know, who may not even be registered for selective service, even though it still continues to this day, can you explain what that meant to have a high draft number?
Early on in the Vietnam War, there were deferments that you could get for being a student, for being married. People didn't think that was fair. It fell unfairly to blacks and minorities and poorer people. And it was adjusted, and we had a lottery system based on your birthday. So they picked your birthday number out, and that was number 1, and you got called up. The higher number you had, the less chance you had of being drafted and put into the service.
And the young men knew when their number was coming up.
That's right.
Because it would proceed through the calendar.
And you sort of had a sense of how many they were going to pick that year. And so what happened is the anti-war movement, which had been a moral movement opposed to the war for ethical reasons, suddenly became a self-interest movement, meaning I don't want to get drafted, I don't want my son to get drafted, I don't want my friend to be drafted, and it helped change the public opinion.
There were brothers on the street I grew up on who were in college together and were roommates, and one was, their numbers were coming up. One was ready to go off to the war, and one was ready to go to Canada.
Exactly.
And they loved each other, but there was a difference of opinion.
Well, this divided us. I think the divisions that we experience today have their seeds in Vietnam. I mean, this is a period where there were mass demonstrations against the current administration. There was a White House in disarray, obsessed with leaks. There was a president accusing the media of lying, of making up stories about him. There was huge document drops of stolen classified materials. There was accusations that a political campaign reached out during the time of war to a foreign power to influence that election. And this was all true when we began work 10 years ago, and we finished before the Iowa caucuses. Mark Twain said, history doesn't repeat itself, but it rhymes. So we finished our work, we lifted up and went, whoa, this really rhymes.
Well, how do you tell the story of the experience, the development, the prosecution of a war when, by its nature, as another documentary said, The Fog of War, it's hard to know. It's almost unknowable because it is so complex, and so many of the figures end up dying in that war.
That's exactly right. So we tell the story of this war from all the different perspectives. When Americans talk about Vietnam, they normally just talk about themselves. But we interviewed, Lynn Novick, my co-director, interviewed North Vietnamese soldiers and North Vietnamese civilians, Viet Cong guerrillas, South Vietnamese soldiers, South Vietnamese civilians, and diplomats and protesters, in addition to more than 50 Americans we have from every walk of life, from people who are opposed to the war to unbelievably brave Marines and Army guys charging up hills to Gold Star mothers who didn't have to tell their incredible stories, so that we could understand that in war more than one truth could happen at the same time, that we could create a space. Unlike today, we are so divided, so everything is so toxic, that we wanted to remind people that even at a terrible time, we could actually describe the story by telling it from lots of different points of view and representing that. And we went out and found underwriters from across the political spectrum who joined a nonprofit called the Better Angel Society. This is PBS, the thriving PBS, and across the political spectrum, from left to right, we got an enlightened corporate underwriter, Bank of America, who said, look, bring it on, all the controversy, bring it on. We want to be, we're better connected if we're talking about these things. They helped sponsor some music that we did with John and Leon and Gary Clark Jr., where they did a cover of Ohio by Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young, who've never, ever licensed that piece of music. We have Beatles, we have Rolling Stones, we have Trent Reznor and Nine Inch Nails.
It's an incredible soundtrack. It's available right
fantastic.
now.
Yeah.
Well, Ken, thank you so much for helping tell this story.
Thank you.
That Americans took too long to tell each other,
Yeah.
and that I think that our politics and our sense of self is going to be living with for the rest of our lives.
You know, it's really true, and right now we have that sort of end of a comment. We say, thank you for your service, and that really is just the end of it. But if you could think about it, if we could turn to our veterans, from Vietnam particularly, and just say, welcome home, what can we do for you? And have a kind of civil discourse, we can perhaps help put some of the ghosts of Vietnam away, and we can also help cure the toxicity of this moment.
The Vietnam War is airing now on PBS. Ken Burns, everybody. We'll be right back.